Q2, year over year growth. Some companies that was mentioned on Market Mondays, Moderna,
Okay.
6,400%, Tesla, 98%, Shopify, 57%, Apple, 36%, the S&P 500, 21%, and Microsoft, speaking of Microsoft, 21%.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a nice little round, a nice round list. So
Yeah.
whenever we have, for a tip for you guys, so whenever we have a recession or like an economic disaster, whatever is the core cause of that, there's usually a company that's going to pitch to be able to fix it. So of course, I mean, I'll talk about it now because, like most of it is over with. But like I have friends that worked at Lilly. That's why I never mentioned Lilly here last year. But Eli Lilly's a good company. Pfizer took off. Moderna's done amazing. But the price of Moderna, when we talked about it in Stock Club last year, was so cheap. Like it was in the 40s when most people got into it. So you knew that an industry was going to have an upward sweep. Take advantage of it. Like if there's ever, let's say, a broad or massive hack amongst all retail companies at one time, the one that Trap talked about, CrowdStrike, is probably going to go crazy. So whenever there's a problem, there's a company that is going to bid to fix that problem. And that's probably one of the companies that you should be looking to invest in as a simple investment strategy. A lot of it is common sense, but sometimes I know for those of us that are African-American or Latino, we think that because we didn't go to school for this, that we do not know what to do or what to invest in. But if you ever walked into Walmart or Kroger or Target or Best Buy, like you can see the traffic there, even with automation. Last few times I've been into the airport, every time I went to a convenience store, there was no one working there. No one working there. Like, and it's starting with small chains and now it's expanding out. Even with Amazon, we told you guys about how they were going to begin to buy Sears and JCPenney retail stores. And a lot of you were like, well, why would they do that when they killed retail? The plan is not to become the biggest retailer in that traditional sense. But what if, and for those of you in bigger cities, you've had it for a while, but some options now in Prime you can get in 4 or 5 hours. If they begin to buy up all the old JCPenney locations, what if they have to deliver via Prime or Prime Plus some of these items to you in 1 hour? Now, I don't know about for those of you that don't have kids. When you have kids, every little bit of time that you can save matters. Even if they charge $250 a month for it, $250 a year or $300 for it, it would be worth it for the convenience sake. So you have to be mindful. Any company that saves you time will save you money. Or on top of that, if they are able to solve a really, really, really big problem, those are the companies that you need to look to invest in for the long term.
And to go back to the 20% comment, let's talk about this because psychologically, people was like, all right, if you have $1,000 to invest, right, and you're only getting 20%, now that's $200, right? So $200 isn't going to make or break the situation. Let me break this down because I understand not having money.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't pull that card on somebody that knows it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a few things to say about that. A, what's your alternative? The alternative is either spend the money, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're going to lose 100%. You rather gain 20% or lose 100%. What are you going to do? Or gamble it in something that you're uneducated in, or literally gamble it, and you'll probably end up losing over the course of time anyway. So the short answer to that is, what is your alternative? It's better to earn 20% on a small amount than lose everything on a small amount, and then you'll always be broke for the rest of your life. Another thing, this is why Earn Your Leisure is really an educational platform that provides you with all kinds of resources. Investing is from the money that you should get. So it's not like the only thing you do in life is invest. So this is why we teach you about Toro, Airbnb, trucking, businesses, or even
you
just
need a bunch of streams of revenue. Yes.
Yeah. So just even personal finances of cut your budget, spend less money, eliminate credit card debt. These is all things like it's like different books, right? So now the whole point is to increase revenue so that you have more money to invest, and it doesn't happen overnight. I wish we can just, provide you with a simple blueprint where it's like, okay, you're going to become a millionaire. Now you have $1 million to invest, but that's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. So the key is to understand, build businesses, have different side hustles, have different revenue streams that come in, Now you invest $100 a month. That 100 turns into 200. That 200 turns into 500. You get to $1,000 a month that you're investing. You're putting money away. You build a pyramid one brick at a time. Too often, we got to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Like, of course, we was dealt a bad hand, but we Black. You're gonna have a bad hand. Like that's just that comes with it. So you either going to keep complaining and keep talking about what everybody is doing to you or what everybody has done to you, or you're going to do something for yourself. So we at Earn Your Leisure are strong believers in do for self. We will never complain about our circumstance because what good is that going to do? We got to make the best of the situations that we have. And this is why we are here. So we have empathy, but we're not here for a pity party and we're not here to feel sorry for ourselves. If you are here to feel sorry for yourself, this is not the place for you.
Yeah. And truth be told, if you get that easy 20%, like, let's be real, for those of us that are Black, because I can only speak to our aesthetic. If you get 25% or 35% return, how many of you would have family that would give you money if you were consistent? Here's what happens. You got a crazy ass, dope ass year in options, and you didn't want to hear the long-term investing. He don't know, man. He just holding out. He don't want nobody to get the bag. Now you've blown up 3 accounts. Auntie Betty don't want to give you any money because she don't want you putting them in synthetic derivatives, right? Now you hate me because it's like, here come Ian with this 2 tech, 2 index bullshit. I don't want to hear it, bro. I'm down 19,000. I didn't tell you to take 44 trades. I told you stop at 12. Didn't want to take 300 practice trades. Like, there's a reason I am telling you these things, because that is the real game. And often, even if it feels like I'm being too harsh, I'm doing it because these are the things that were told to me so late that if I got him at, shout out to Jerry, like if I would have got him at 22, 23, 24, 25, man, I may be up 200, 300 million dollars. It's not given. So you then have to execute. But if you get a safe return, there are people that will give you money hand over fist, including me, but you have to be consistent.